Good morning. How the hell are you? I'm gonna leave this picture up here for a little. I might back the table up just a little bit so you got a better shot at him. But I'll wait till some people come in and chat before I start doing stuff. I know Frosty's up, but he's been up for an hour, so I don't know how long he's gonna go. Eh. I teased this yesterday, so I want to get this done, but I had to remember where my bear was at. And last night we had a meeting over at my brother's house. Now my brother just built a new house over there. It's a few years old now, and he just put the gates in on his driveway this year. He's got some really nice gates, wrought iron gates that he bought. And now where the hell was I going with the gates? I don't know. Anyway, we had a deer group meeting at his house because we go first shotgun season in Iowa, which would be the first weekend in December. And we usually have a meeting. We had a meeting at his house this year and last year. Well, we went over there this year, and he has a bar in his basement, bathroom, bar, utility room, 2 bedrooms, an office, and a common area. We were meeting in the common area / bar. And my bear was on the couch. I forgot I took it over there. He said he might as well have it over there because the whole motif of downstairs is all outdoor woodland type motif. There are tan furs on the wall. There are traps. There are guns. Everything's done in knotty pine. The furniture is all rustic. And, you know, the bar is a big slab of wood. The bar top's a big slab of wood. And so everything's outdoor motif. Plus his daughter Natasha's memorial is down there with her Navy memorabilia. And then he's got some of his memorabilia from when he was in the National Guard. And so I told him you might as well just have the bear hide over there because my wife doesn't want it here. So he's got it laying on the couch, on the back of his couch over there. And so I brought it home last night so that I could show you all. Because there are a couple of people that were wanting to see my bear. I don't know if they didn't think I didn't have a couple of bears or what, but I got a couple of bear hides. This one I had made into a rug because this is my first one, but my other one, my other brother has, and he uses it as a table covering when he sells traps and stuff at knives and whatever at trappers conventions and swap meets and shows around the country. So, good morning, Andy Dave. You liked that cigar, did you? I forget which one that was. If that was a Macanudo or which one that was. It could have been a Gurkha, or it could have been a Mark Twain. Yeah, I don't know, man. I haven't had a good cigar for a while. I've been smoking, lately I've been smoking Punch, the Classicos. And they're a good half hour to 45 minute cigar. They're the size that I like. And I only have one bad cigar and about a dozen now. So, you know, you get a bad cigar every once in a while. The one bad cigar I had, the outside 16th of an inch wouldn't burn. And it burned right down the middle of the cigar. And no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't get the outside to light. So I just threw that one in the trash. I mean, I cut it just to see. And it burned all the way down the middle of the cigar. It wouldn't burn the outside of the cigar at all. So I don't know what that was, but it was definitely a bad cigar. So I threw that one away. But that's the only bad one I've had in every Punch that I've had so far. The taste is okay. So I don't mind inhaling them at all. I'm going to back the little bugger guy up here. And then we'll put camera up a little bit more so you can see Mr. Bear. Uh-oh. That ain't right. It's hard to move my legs around in the chair. There. And you guys see, here's a bunch of cigars that I smoked. This La Roma de Cubas, the Robustos. Good cigars. The boxes are really nice. They're a good cigar, but I don't get them often enough. That's the whole problem. I don't get them often enough. And a box of cigars like this is what? 170 bucks, something like that, 160 bucks. So I use it as a stage prop back here. Use it as a stage prop. And today we had Mr. Beaver. We had BB on there. This is Musky. Maybe I'll just bring him up here for you. This is Musky the Beaver. Musky the muskrat beaver. I don't know where I got him, but he's got little leather hands and feet, a little leather tail. Yeah, he's made out of muskrat fur, but he's in a beaver shape, and everything is beaded leather. And I don't know where I got him or who gave him to me, but he's kind of neat. So this is Musky. He sits up here. His arm was falling off, and I had my wife resew it. And that's for Meg, because we have this thing with beavers. I don't know. We're doing this thing with beavers. Anyway, that's my beaver. I suppose maybe I could bring him. You can't see him back there too well, so I'll bring him up over there. Have him looking at you. You know that doggone sunlight coming in that window really throws you for a loop. No, I'm gonna have to close that window. That's just all there is to it. I'm gonna have to close this shade. Does that make a difference? Not good enough. All right, how's that? That's a little better. All right, you see these things right here? If we get enough people in here, Dandy Dave, yeah, I need to go out. I got to put wood in the furnace yet this morning and clean the ashes out and put a new load of wood in. And I got a split wood today, but I think I'm going to go down and have a cigar. I smoked half a cigar yesterday. I got two United States proof sets here. I got an 86 and an 89. They have letters on the back, and I'm thinking about giving them away today, but it depends on how many people we get in a chat. Plus, I got this package from Adam Hartman, and this is from WWP auction yet. So this is my last package from the WWP, except that I have one package left. That was gifted to me by Sorcerer Stan, and it's a mystery because I didn't write it down. I don't know what it is. We have a cigar store over in Mason City here in Iowa. I like to go to because they have a walk-in humidor, and you can go in there and spend as much time as you want. And I love to go in there and just, I wish they had a chair in there so I could sit down and just smell tobaccos. It is a wonderful place to be. I really do like to be in there. And I'll go over there and order a box of cigars. The last box I got of cigars was a box of cigars from the Deadwood Tobacco Company. I think they were Fat Bottom Betties, if I'm not mistaken. They are, and a lot of times I will buy Sweet Baby Jane's also. Oh man, why? I don't know. God, dog. All right, son of a bitch. There, we'll put that up there like that. Sweet Baby Jane's and Fat Bottom Betty's. I like those cigars. They're a little sweet, kind of like a Swisher, but after the initial sweetness wears off, they smoke like a regular cigar. And the artwork on the boxes is fantastic, phenomenal. I gave them to a buddy of mine here over in Mason City. He wanted them for the artwork. He was going to do a project with them. I have pictures of it. Some of my videos, I believe, have the artwork as thumbnails at the beginning. You can tell. You can tell. I'll get Gurkhas. Gurkhas are a good cigar. Macanudos. God, which other ones have I gotten? Roma de Cubas. I like them a lot. Romeo and Julietas. Oh man, I don't know. My favorites so far, I guess. The Mark Twains were the right size for me as far as roundness goes. But the Mark Twains were long, really a long cigar. Don't get me wrong, they were a good smoke, but I don't know what it is. I was smoking cigarettes in high school because it was cool. That was a thing to do. Grade school, high school. I've been smoking cigarettes since I was 13, I think. 12, 11, somewhere in there. I mean, I'm old enough to have smoked corn silks rolled up in brown paper from feed sacks. So, I smoked cigarettes for a long time. I was down to one cigarette in basic training in 1975. I didn't quit. I continued to smoke cigarettes and other things up until 1980 when I went through the Special Forces qualification course on my second enlistment in the regular Army, and you couldn't smoke in the field on patrol. So an old boy from Tennessee got me dipping, and now I dip my Copenhagen snuff. Copenhagen snuff. Been dipping for 40 some years now. And I don't have any health problems from that I know of. And I still smoke cigars. I do like my cigars a lot yet. You know, the boxes I liked as a kid were the flip open boxes that had the artwork on the inside of the cover and the outside of the box. They were always the best. And, you know, you always held the lid down with a pin through the lid into the box below. Those are the boxes I remember as a kid. I do remember my Grandpa Gale. He always smoked a pipe and always had Sir Walter Raleigh tobacco. So I remember that pouch and tin about as well as any. My Uncle Norm smoked a pipe. And I don't think anybody else did that I can remember. My dad smoked cigarettes. Of course, I told you that story. He died from lymphoma when I was 8 years old. So he was 33, a Korean War vet, and I believe he got his cancer in Korea from the fallout radiation of World War II when we bombed Hiroshima and Nagasaki, because Japan sits in such close proximity to Korea. That would be to the southwest of Korea, or Japan is to the northeast of Korea, and I believe that's where the radiation went. But I don't know. You'll never know because all the records were burned in St. Louis, and the building that housed all the Korean War veterans' files. I had to rebuild my dad's file from paperwork and stuff that he had in his wallet and that my grandma had, his mother had. Oh, that's nothing, Dandy Dave. My mother had just delivered her 7th child when he died. So he left my mother with 7 young children. I am the second of the children, second oldest of the children. So my older brother was 9, maybe going on 10, might have been turned 10 by then, on down to a newborn. And my mother got lucky. We lived on government cheese, and government cheese is a thing. We lived on government cheese and powdered milk and powdered eggs and stuff for 2 years. My mom was introduced to her second husband by her brother that worked at the Oliver Corporation in Charles City, Iowa. And this young man was living at home with his parents and hadn't never been married, was farming 180 acres, 160 acres, and working at the Oliver plant. And they started dating, and my mother got married. He started his own farm just up the road from his folks' place. And us boys, 1, 2, 3 of us, were basically free labor. So my mother got lucky, found a man that would marry her with 7 young children. And then they had 4 of their own after that. So there's 11 of us in that family. Hey, Kraken. I didn't see you come in the chat, but Dandy Dave says howdy, so you're here someplace. There you are. I gotcha. Well, we don't have anybody else in yet except you two. And I was going to give these away today. I bought them cheap enough, and I'll cover the postage for anybody that we'll play a little game if we get enough people in here. But I will give these two away, an 89 and an 86 proof set. Now, there's no silver. These aren't silver proof sets. These are clad proof sets, but they're still in really good shape. And they got all of the information in there. Pretty penny, Polly. Real nice penny. Nice Kennedy. Yeah, penny. You could crack them out if you wanted to, but yeah, real nice sets. The information is still in there, everything. The cards, everything is just about brand new. I bought them cheap enough, so I figured I'd let you guys have them. Let's see. The $50, nickel. Yeah, it's all nickel. And yeah, they're all Cupro nickel. They're not silver, so they're clad. But hey, you know what the hell? It's a freebie, and I got them cheap, so I figured I'd let you guys get them cheap, just for watching the channel. Yeah, I'll put that away later. And then I have something I have to send to Kraken. Hey, Gremlin, how are you? The black box. This is just one of the many cigars that I've smoked over the years. This is La Aroma de Cubas, the Robustos, the nice size cigars. And I keep the boxes because there's nice artwork on them, and they make nice stage props. You see how that lid slides back, how that's built. It's nice. I mean, you pay for it with the cigars, but it's like its own humidor. And I use them for stage props. I gave my other boxes, of which you guys have seen in videos before as thumbnails. They were the Deadwood Tobacco Company, Fat Bottom Betty's, and the Sweet Baby Janes. They have really nice artwork in them and on them. And a buddy of mine wanted them for a project that he was doing. So I gave those boxes to him. I will get some more of them. But until then, I've got this one, and I use it to set Musky, the muskrat beaver, on my stage. And I'll get some more cigar boxes. I got to go to Mason City anyway and go to Harbor Freight. So, well, if you guys, I don't know how many people we got here. 3, Gremlin, Kraken, Danny Dave. I do not collect what, the boxes or the these proof sets. I don't collect the proof sets. My brother does. I don't. And he's got everything. He's actually dealing on proof sets back in from the 50s backwards from there to whenever the mint started putting them out in 30s, 40s. I don't know. These I got cheap on Coin Cruise auction or Durban. I'm not sure which auction I got them, but I got them for, I think I got both of these. I don't know, somebody was sleeping because I got them for $7 for both of these. So it's $3.50 a piece. So, and I don't collect them. I don't necessarily want them. I could race, put them on a table to race them, but I figured I'd do that in one of my live videos, just give them away to you guys. Hey, Rhonda. Yeah, I know. I got to go outside, put wood in the fire and stuff, and come back in for Coin Cruise auction. Yeah. I may miss it today. I don't know. I have to split wood, clean out the wood burner, clean ashes out, and start a new fire. So we'll see. So I don't want this to go too long, but I want more than 4 people. I'd like to have at least 10 people in chat. That way I could give those away. Otherwise, they're just going to stay on my table. And if I ever come up on Mags again here this week, then or on Supreme Ginger Stackers, then I'll give them away there. But let's open this up, should we? This is my last one from WWP other than the giveaway from Sorcerer's Stand. So I'll just get this one open. We'll see what that is. See, it was Ellie. She's the one that wanted me to bring the bear up. See, there's claws on this guy. This guy was a 350 pounder, not a big bear, just your average size bear. But I shot this one with a 12 gauge slug, about 30 yards, 25, 30 yards. But I shot him in the chest, but I also shot him right here in the jaw, so I fucked up his skull. So I don't have a skull from this bear. I got the skull from my second bear, which was just a 250 pounder. It was a small male, but it was the only bear I saw in 10 days. So I shot him. And I was using this is a 12 gauge slug on this one. And I used my 480 Ruger, which is a revolver with a 9.5 inch barrel on it. It's a Ruger Super Red Hawk with a 9.5 inch barrel. And I shot him at 8 yards. So about, what's 3 times 8, 16, 24 feet, about right there, 18, 24 feet. I was up in a tree though, so hey, he was on the ground. But that was a good hunt. That was the last bear I shot. I think it was in 2001. I think I shot this guy in 99. I shot the second bear, and I missed 2000, but I got 2001. I'd like to go back and shoot some more. I like eating bear. Bear meat's great. So, all right, let's open this little bugger here. We'll do it out here. I think there's only one coin in here, so. And I hope my notes are right on this one. I hope my notes are right. So far, they've been correct. Huh. Okay, nothing else in there. No cards, so I don't know if this is. Looks like it was closed and then opened again, or he reused this. I'm thinking reuse. What do you think? No, this is not what I was expecting. These are the Trump bars. It's the fight. What does it say on here? Oh, man, I got to have some light in here because the light from the window is killing me. It says, never stop fighting to save America. on the front. And that's what it looks like on the back. The eagle and United States map, red, white, and blue. All right, that's a copper. I was just never stopped fighting for America. So I got two of those coppers. Same thing. Yeah, it's going to be tough holding these, ain't it? There it is, front and back. All right, now I got to look at my notes because I don't have this written down. I am going to have to. Hey, look, brand new coin holder. Or you know what? I could use the ears. That don't work. See, the ears are not sticking straight up. They're laying flat back. And not like a bear would be. Huh. Hey, look at that. Thank you for making a difference. I am awesome. All right, let me see what chat says here. Oh, Mama T and Coin Crit to bottom of the hour. Okay, and we don't want to be out. So I guess I'll save the. Yeah, they're copper. Yeah, these are copper, so I'll keep them. Good job, Bear. I wanted Ellie to see it because she's the one that made me go get it. She wanted to see him. I don't want to put him down there. Let's. How do I want to do this? I really don't have a way to mount them up here now. So I really want a few more people in chat before I give these things away. Otherwise, I'm just gonna give them away on Ginger's stream or on Meg's if she'll have me up again. She said she would, so that'd be a good. Oh, hey, you know, I could always do this. And then you can't see it real good, can you? And if anybody is interested, the inside of the mouth is all fake. The teeth I had from this skull, I had made into a necklace. So I have a necklace made with these teeth. But these are the actual claws. And if anybody really wants to know, there's his tail. That little bugger right there, that's his tail. But here's back claws. They spread them out. This bear was not a big bear, 350 pounds. He actually squared a little over 5 foot. So not a big bear by any means, but he was big for my first bear. I actually got on the next year's advertising brochure for this outfitter up in Minnesota. Yeah, I'll wait for a bigger day, but now you guys know what I got. Actually, this, bear fur is not real soft. Almost, it's real coarse. Not quite as coarse as a pig hair, but it's coarse. I don't know. I don't take this out of here. I disrespect my bear. Okay, I got 2 copper bars. Now I really got to look and see where in the hell I got 2 copper. I thought I had a King Kong coming yet. All right, well, whatever. Regardless, I'll figure it out. And Pedro said that it was his fault that the Sorcerer's Stand didn't get I didn't get the gift from Sorcerer's Stand because he forgot to give his my mailing address to Ravenhawk. Ravenhawk was the one that supposed to send that one, I guess. Huh, that looks like crap up there. That's better over there. Yeah, so I guess hi Scotty. About like the hair on your head? I don't know, Rhonda. I mean, it's not it's not quite as coarse as a pig, but yeah, it's coarse. It's not like a fur, that's for damn sure. That's why you didn't see people back in the Stone Age wearing bear fur because it's just not, or bear hide because it's just not warm. And it's very, you see this hair right here? This is the sides and the belly. That's actually, there's a little hair there, but not much on their belly. And actually the leather is painted black. There's black in there. Because you can see right here where that goes around underneath the front leg because it's sewed from here to here. It's sewed. And underneath the back leg and around the belly, it's really, really thin hair. So it's just down the legs and down the back, around the legs that have the most fur on and chest, but the belly underneath the legs and the belly doesn't have any fur. That's why this is sewed together. Then it's painted black. There's very, very little hair there. Very, very little hair. You have to remember these bears are shot in the fall. This is a fall hunt. So these bears are putting on fat for the winter. That's when you get them to come into bait or in the spring when they're extremely hungry when they come out of hibernation. And I don't go for spring bear hunts because you can get a sow with cubs. So I don't spring bear hunt. But if you can make sure that the bear is a male, spring bear hunting is the way to go. But I do like fall bear hunting because if there's a sow, she's going to be bringing cubs in with her. But they'll be full-grown cubs, or just about full-grown. I don't know. I would rather fall bear hunt, but and up in Wisconsin, my neighbor down here, he takes his dogs up there, and you can either stand hunt up there, still hunt, or you can dog hunt. And running them with dogs, it's just like coon hunting down here, except that the prey animal is a little bit larger. That's all. I mean, it's the same thing. Well, bears will lead you on a lot longer chase than a coon will. Did you donate your hair, Rhonda? Because that's the only reason I grow my hair, actually. I don't like long hair, but as long as I can grow it long, I will grow it. When it gets 12 inches or longer, then I'll cut it off and donate it to Wigs for Kids. Um, because they don't actually sell or excess hair like the other organization does. So, yeah, when I found that out, I quit donating it to the other organization, and then I found Wigs for Kids. So I will donate it to them. And as long as I can keep growing it, there's no sense not donating it, in my opinion. I want silver. You went silver at 37, Danny Dave? Wow. My mother always colored her hair, but she was white from the time she was a teenager her whole life. And her mother, Grandma Kingfield, was like that too. Completely white from their early years, early teen years. And she always colored her hair. That was one of the things. And my mother was a stay-at-home mom, never worked outside the home in her life, always just raised kids and was a homemaker. So she didn't have a lot of upkeep. She was not a high maintenance woman, let's put it that way. But she could cook and bake and take care of kids and keep a house. And the one thing that she always insisted on was getting her hair done. A lot of times she did it herself, had her sister-in-law come over, or her sister Florence, sister-in-law, yeah, Loretta, and they would color the hair in the sink and do all that shit. Never went out to a salon except later in life when her kids were grown up and gone. But always colored her hair. If she had to do it herself or had help from her sister or sister-in-law, she would do that. But always colored it. That was one thing she was very vain about, was the color of her hair. Well, I don't know. I'm not silver and I'm not white. I am gray. So I don't know what happened to the white that my mother had, but and my dad was one of those guys that had that little patch of hair right in the front of his forehead up there, and then he was bald on top, and then he had his halo around the side and the back. That's how bald he was. And then my stepdad was completely bald. But my stepdad is the one that taught us to hunt and trap as well as work. He taught us how to work on mechanical shit. He taught us how to weld. He let us build our own go-karts and mini bikes. Um, he always thought that was good for boys. He let us roam around the farm with a 22 rifle when we were old enough and shoot birds. And back then we had tons and tons and tons of blackbirds that nested in our grove because we had a 10-acre farm right there. And it was just lined completely around with double, triple row pine trees, Douglas pine. And blackbirds would nest there every year. So we got plenty of shooting. And we got pretty good at shooting a rifle. So when I went in the Army, I shot expert. Every year I was always in. 20 years I shot expert. Never colored or perm. My mother always did. Yeah, I know it. The beautician, and the modern day beautician are the nail ladies. Those are the modern day beauticians now. Mike had long hair with a white stripe down. Oh man, Rhonda, I don't need to see his face, but take a picture of the back of his head. I would like to see that because that's really unusual. Gremlin, you're a licensed cosmetologist too. I thought Meg was also, but so now you're a licensed cosmetologist and an EMT technician, huh? That is weird combination there. A cosmetologist and an EMT technician. Hmm. I've been licensed since 2012. I'll be damned. I'll be damned. And your combination I thought was strange, but then my wife is an EMT tech, and she doesn't get paid. She just volunteers at the local fire department over there where she works at the nursing home, and she's a nurse's aide, but she's a med aide, so she can dispense medications and stuff also. And she's been doing that for years and years and years. And at one point, when we lived in Illinois, she was actually in management of the nursing home. So, but then when we moved back here, then she went right back to doing aid stuff. And got to give her credit. She cares about people. That's what she really enjoys doing that, working with the old people. But she hates working with the young people who have to work with her. I guess maybe that's the way all old people are, but um, you can see a difference in the work ethic from our generation to whichever this generation is now, Gen Z, Gen what, I don't know, whatever. What the hell's the last generation? I think my daughters, and they're all in their late 20s, early 30s, would be Gen Xers, basically. They're Gen Xers in a millennial time frame because I and my wife were married for 10 years before we started having kids. So see, there's two philosophies about raising kids. You get married young, in your late 20s, you start having kids right away. So that by the time you're 40, you may have grandkids already. Your kids are grown up and gone, and you may have grandkids already. Or you do like we did. I got married when I was 27. I think she was 24. And then you play for 10, 15 years, which we did. We played until I was 37. And then I told my wife, I'm not having any kids after I'm 40 because I don't want them in the house when I'm 60. So if we're going to have kids, we better get busy and start having them now. So we had a kid when I was 37, 38, and the last one was born after I turned 40. And so she would have had her last child when she was 37, which is kind of late for a woman to be having children. But because of the birth control for all those years when she was in college, high school, college, And then for the first 10 years that we were married, all of that birth control made it extremely hard for us to get her pregnant when we decided to have kids. But it finally happened. So you were married with a baby at 19. And see, that's the first scenario that I discussed. You get married when you're young, you have children right away. Now your child grows up at 18, generally I'd say 20, off to college and out of your hair. So you at 19, that child would be you would be 39 when that child leaves home. That, or even before that, you've probably been 37. And then they get married and they have children young. You could have been a grandparent by 40, 39, 40, even earlier. So, yeah, sometimes I think that was the way to go rather than the way we did it. But nah, I like my way better because if there's a divorce in your future, then being divorced and fighting over custody of kids and child support and alimony and all that shit when you're young is far more likely and far more devastating when you're young than when you're older. Everybody's got their playing and their happy feels done by the time they're, hopefully, by the time they're 37, 40, I would hope. But yeah, Grandpa 38, see? That's the way to do it, man. You made your mom a grandma at 36. Yep, see? Told you. And I think my mother was a grandmother. Ooh, man. See, my oldest brother got married right out of high school, so he would have been 19. He didn't go to college. He just went to work in a factory. And his first child, Rayanne, died soon after birth. And then he had 3 more. And the next one was a girl who was my godchild, Randy. And we also have the same birthday, Randy and I do, the 5th of July. And she is my godchild. So that's cool. So my mom would have been a grandma, wow, way early too. Because she was very young when she got married, you know, right out of high school. Probably 19 like you. Hey, vote for Pedro's here. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, I got the bars that Adam sent me. I didn't have these written down quite like that, but these are what I got sent. 2 of them. That's a front and a back, 2 copper bars. I have to look at my notes and see how I have this written down again. I thought it was a King Kong coin, but now I got to go out and look. Man, I am really, really confused. That doesn't air. Let's do this. I'll bring the cigar box up and set them up like that. Maybe I could do 2 of them like that. Not really, but I was going to say if we had at least 10 people in chat today, I would give those 2 away. Here, let's put the other one over here. I'm going to set him up next to Musky there. There, that works better. I got an 86 and 89 proof set I bought fairly cheap. So, yeah, you see my feet? I got them up on the desk. I bought them fairly cheap. So, hey, Frostbite. I see you are an hour into your video. So I came over here and started this one. I didn't know how long you were going to go, but you're usually an hour guy, so. I worked with a youth program. I know a 24-year-old grandmother. Good God. That woman got married real young. What was she, 13, 14 when she got married? Good Lord. Hey, freaking awesome. I didn't see you sneak in. All right. We'll give these away. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to do like, I'm going to play this game like Durbin does it. When I type go into chat, you will make a guess, a letter of the alphabet, and make it a capital letter, one guess only. And the first letter that I see will win that. And then, not the first letter, but the first correct letter. There are letters on the back of those. I've already got them labeled. So we'll do that. We'll do one guess, capital letter, one guess only, until I see it. And then I'll tell you to stop. You got to wait until I put go in chat. And we'll go with the 86 first, right? Right? We'll go with the 86 first. So if you want the 89, just hold off. Oh, man, I don't know. You ready? There it is. Get your guess in. Where is the 86? It's right here. I got to check and see. Yeah, that's what I thought. Come on, you guys. I know you're more. Okay, let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 7 people guessing. All right. You see, I don't see it. So we're going to do we're going to stop. And then we're going to do it again. So look and see what we got. Guess again. Dandy Dave, pick again. Bellows Ford already had the V. Come on. There's only 26 letters in the alphabet. And you got half of them already. Henry Warriors in. All right. Here's what we're going to do. 13. Yeah. All right. Now, look at those guesses above. Make your next guess. Make your next guess good. Because you already guessed 14 of those letters. So you only got 14 left to go. Or 12 left to go. So you guys can do this. I know you can. We're gonna keep running this until somebody gets it. 11. No, they are numbers or are letters, freaking, not numbers. All right. Come on. You guys, look at all the letters above. There's only 26 to choose from. All right, before I hit go the second time, I want you to go back, write down all of these letters. It ain't what you picked yet. It ain't what you picked yet. So make your best guess based on what you got written down. It's got to be one of the ones that you haven't written down. You got it? Okay, let's see. Stop, stop, stop. I see it. All right. You see, this is the 86 right here. This is the 86. See, 1986. Everybody else can read the chat, right? Frostbite. How did I know it was going to be you? All right, you guys. Frostbite, you are out this next time. We're doing the 89. Now we got the 89 set. We're going to do this one. All right, wait till I hit go again. Frostbite, you're out this time. You got to sit and watch. How lucky can you be? I watched him win. Was it last night or the night before? Last night, I think. See you, Rhonda. You want to guess? Guess. Let's go. We're doing the 89. Yep, starting over, Gremlin. Guess again. We're doing the 89. We might have to do this 3 times too. I don't know. All right. Is that all we got here left? Because we're going to end it after this. No, I don't see anybody. That's what I thought. No, don't see anybody. So look what you got. Write them down. Guess again. Without Frostbite. I don't see it. I don't see it. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Oh, so close, but not. Ah. Write them down. Again. Write them down. Choose one other than what you already have written down. I know you can do it this time around. I know you can. Hey, Ronald, I didn't see you sneak in. What was I in? What? Oh, stop. Stop. We will look at the back of this one. This is a 89 set. And our winner is a Gremlin. All right, you guys. we're going to end this because I think other people want to go to another stream looking for gold and all that other stuff. So we will end this. I wanted to give those two away today, and I wanted to show Mr. Bear here. I see what you were going for. No, because Durbin always does the beginning of the alphabet, the end of the alphabet. He likes C's and Q's and that kind of thing. Never in the middle, toward the middle of the alphabet. So that's what I was going for. Cracking. All right, we're going to end this, you guys. Thanks for coming in and hanging out. It's been fun. And Gremlin, Mr. Musky here says hi. We'll see you guys later. Bye.